Hi everyone. Hiya. So pleased you could make it. And nice to see you, June. Not sure why you haven't got your craft group today, so I hope everything's all right. But it's lovely to see everybody. Viv, Shirley, Fiona, Val, Carol, and Ethel, Jill. Lovely. Lovely to see you all. And here come the girls. Now, you may have seen these at the weekend over on Create and Craft, but these are the new girls from 2Jays, and I am going to show you a really simple card with them, but I thought I'd show you all of them so that you can see what they are. There are 4 in the group. They are stamps. They're a clear stamp set. They are A6 in size, so this is sort of the proper size, if you see what I mean. They come either individually or a really good price for all of them, but let me show you them. Now, as you can see, this section here is coloured in, and not everybody is good at colouring. So I wanted to show you how to do it without colouring as well, but you can see that there's some fab ideas. So let me introduce you to the girls. This young lady is called Simone, and she's a coffee loving kind of girl. She likes her shopping. She don't like Mondays. Well, I can go with her there, and everything is better with coffee, apparently, according to our Simone. So that's Simone. Then we've got the gorgeous Colette, and she is chic in Paris. So we have got the Eiffel Tower as a stamp at the background there as well. Beautiful young lady with her gorgeous skirt, her little sort of Chihuahua type dog, maybe. Not quite sure if that's what it is. Chic in Paris, and Paris says words. I just think she's gorgeous. The eyes on it are beautiful. Let me just show you the eyes. Look at that. Beautiful. So that is Colette. Then we have young Eloise, who's been shopping completely, although I do like, well, just between you and me, she was shopping, but I think she forgot her trousers. Not sure. Either that or she's got the miniest of mini skirts on ever. So you know what, Eloise? Tone it down, love. Tone it down. However, she's got a gorgeous little doggy here. And then she's got shopping, sent with love, celebrate, eat, shop, love, little stack on the way, croissants, and all of her parcels, which are quite beautiful. So that's Eloise. And finally, we have Nicole. Oh, look at the eyelashes on Nicole. She's pretty gorgeous as well. So she comes with, she's been shopping as well. So clearly they're all of their shopping. She's on the vino. She's also on the coffee just in case, but basically give her any drink and she's fine. Handbags galore. So you can see from the colour, that colouring there, different ways that you could do them. And on the packaging, you have got these pictures so that you can see what you might want to colour, how you want to colour them in and that type of thing. But as I said, I'm not actually going to do the colouring as such. I'm just going to go with 2 of the stamp sets and just show you how I can make a really quick one. One could say chic, don't you think? So here we are. I'm going to take an A5 card base, so an A5 white card blank, and I've already cut, because I'm going black, white and red. I've already cut my first layer, so I'm going to pop that one down straight away, and that is a whole centimetre smaller all the way around, so, or half an inch if you're in inches. So I just want to have a nice white border so that it gives us that bit of a basis. Oh, just pulling it in, tugging it into position. So that's my black layer. Now, my second layer is just fractionally smaller. So you can see that's just a little bit smaller. And if you've got the lovely nesting, press cut plain nesting rectangles, you could make it perfectly out of this without having to worry about measuring, because they are coming down in 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch as well, so it fits in nicely. You used to wear them short as that? Oh, Blige. Well, you just can't see it, can you? I mean, let's just have another look at her. Where is she? Where is she? Oh, she's at the back. Eloise, look at her. Just look at her. I think she must be cold like that, don't you think? I think she must, although that she's clearly... No, stop it, because she's clearly got her warm fur boots on to make her think that she's warm, and then nice warm coat and hat on. But your legs are cold, love. They're cold. So anyway, we digress. So I've also then cut out the third layer, which is my white layer. And I'm going along with what you might say is a card sketch. And for those of you who've been with me for a while, I like card sketches. If you just go onto Pinterest or the web in general, you look up card sketches and they come up with just an idea of how you might want to cut your card bases to be able to make it in all different shapes and patterns. They'll say put a circle here and a square there and that sort of thing. So it's really quite a nice, if you don't know where to start, it's a good idea. So if we imagine that this is a card sketch, we've got our background done in the colours that I want to choose, which is the black, white and red. Okay. So now I'm going to stamp my image to start off with, because that's going to give me an idea of where I'm going to be cutting anything. So I've got my stamping platform and I'm going to use Nicole. So little Nicole is here. And I'm going to take a piece of white card and pop that into position. So in that top corner, and I'm just going to cut her sort of randomly. I'm going to give her a little bit of a border. So I'm putting her up in that corner because I just want to trim that down to a rectangle. Okay, I'm going to use a VersaFine in Onyx Black, because I'm not going to colour it in any shape or form. It doesn't matter what ink I'm actually going to be using there. But if you were going to colour her with different mediums, you might want to do it in a different way. So there she is, already, all cut out. Little beauty, don't you think? And I'm just going to trim her down. Let's just take that over there for a second. Just going to trim her down so that she is just a slim rectangle. So that is 7 centimetres. I'll turn around and she is by, let's have a look, 14.5. So 7 by 14.5. Okay. Now I'm not actually going to colour her in. As I said, if you are a colourist, or if you look at some of the other samples I've done, I did a lot of paper piecing. So I stamped her onto card and cut her out like that. But I just wanted to show you how you can do it and not cut, not do a thing. So that is our beautiful little girl. And I'm going to then cut out a piece of red card again. That's going to be just a bit bigger. So if you recall, we said it was 7 centimetres. So I'm going to go for just a little bit more. And 14.5. So again, just a little bit more. And then I'm going to mount her onto there. Whoops. Which will give me that little white, a little red border all the way round. Okay. So because, should have said, she's black already there. So the ink is black. So we've still got the black, white and red going on. So then I'm going to cut myself some other random shapes. So we had her that. So I'm going to do them, I'm going to do a couple more that are going to be the same width. So we're going to do 7 centimetres wide and 14.5. Yeah. And one more. So another 7 centimetres and 14.5, which was exactly what the white piece of card was on there. So we now need to do one red, so just bigger, and one in black. So we're going to mix the changes there a little bit. It'll all become apparent in just a while. So this is what sort of card sketches is all about. If you have a look on the internet, they're really quite helpful to do things like that. Now, I'm also wanting to have one that's going to go sort of somewhere along there, but I'm just going to check where it's going to go. So that was my card sketch that I was following. Okay, so let me just pop all these little pieces to one side. Don't need them just at the moment. So let's first of all pop our Nicole onto here. So as I said, don't need, all I've done is stamped it at the moment. You could colour some of it in, but it's not necessary. So she's going to go on there like that. Now, with my panels here, before I actually mount them onto my black and red, I just wanted to put a little bit of a something on it. So I'm going to take a little Colette, and she has got the Eiffel Tower. So I think we're going to use the Eiffel Tower. And I think I'm going to also use the word, do we use, yeah, chic in Paris or Paris? Paris we'll use. And I'm just going to stamp the background. Put an old scrap of paper there. So we just take one of them to start off with. And I'm actually going to use an acrylic block. Reason being that I want to be able to sort of, I was going to say fiddle them about, but that's not really the words, is it? So I'm just going to put that on there randomly. And this is going to be random. I don't want necessarily the whole of the Eiffel Tower all beautiful. I want it so that you can recognise it's the Eiffel Tower. So sort of like so. Yeah, so that it's just coming down the corner of the Eiffel Tower there. But I don't want it so that it is a picture of the Eiffel Tower. Not quite sure how one would say that. So I've got a piece of paper underneath that I'm just, looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa rather than the Eiffel Tower at this moment in time. But bear with me. Like that. So I've got random bits on there. Then I'm going to take that off, put that back on my carrier sheet. And then I've got the word Paris. So I'm just going to use the word Paris. Paris. Oh my God. Ooh la la, eh? Ooh la la. So just randomly filling in. And again, just the black and white. Nothing different. No cleverness whatsoever. No need to be able to colour. Okay, so that is my background there for my, that's my way of cleaning the stamp. It's not a good way, is it? Not a good way. Not a good way. Okay, so there we have our Paris. And that one can go onto the black because I think that'll look really fab. Oh, sorry, let's just put the lid on there. I forgot to put the lid on my ink the other day. All overnight. What am I like, eh? All was well though, so just as well. I'm trying desperately not to get mucky paws on here because, oh look, I say that and then it's all over it. Oh blimey. Right, clean the fingers after the event, but luckily you're not going to see a great deal of it, so just as well, if in doubt, clean your fingers before you put your mucky paw prints all over it, yeah? So now, hopefully we can hide that. Yeah, we'll go that way instead. And then with this one, I want to do another little one. Now, where shall we go with that one? Let's take some of the, I think we'll take some of the wine bottles and glasses. So again, I'm just going to put that onto my acrylic block as opposed to my stamping platform, mainly because I just want the little random pieces, like the same that I did just now, popping that onto, so I can go over the edge, popping that onto a scrap bit of paper, picking up my ink, just check that all is well, yeah, and then just, oh, that looks a bit sozzled. I dare say she'll be a bit sozzled, won't she, really? So just doing these randomly. You could use anything. You can use any of the little bits there, the handbags, lots of little dogs even, yeah? So just all over the background. Okay, so I will try not to get this one lucky, but who knows, who knows. So that's going to go onto my red background here. And put my glue there, try not to touch it. I have got it, but luckily I managed to miss it. God, dear, oh dear, what a mucky pup I am today. Okay. Maybe if you were at home, you would allow this to dry a bit more before you try to do what I've done there, but bear with me. So I just want one more panel, because if I bring my card in, my lovely Nicole is going to go kind of like one piece there, one piece down there, and she is going to go on the top like that. Oh no, I've got to have it that way round, because she's going to go red on the back, black, and then red. So she's going to go like that. Now I just want one band across this middle bit here to just hold them all into place, and I'm also going to have some cheeky flowers in there as well. So I just want to do that. So my band that's going to go in the center, I'm going to do that red and black, keeping up the theme, and I'm just going to go for a straight across one, I think, really. So I need to just measure this white piece again, because I can't remember what that was. So so let's have a look. We go for 6 centimeters. So that's my red piece, but I'm going to do the black as well, so that we can fit it all in, and take a piece of black. It can be the same measurement across. But we're just going to do that one 1/2 centimetre thinner to that. So there we are, or thicker, I should have said. So now we've got that same theme going on. Now, before when I did it, I did the white on top, but I don't want to do that because this has got lots of white on as well. So you can see where we're all going. So let's put this all together. It's a fairly flat card, although of course I want to put some flowers on, so it's not too bad to be sending in the post. But more importantly, I seem to have been doing a lot of mail cards just recently, and this one really is for the girls, is it not? So this one would be ideal to send to those youngsters in the family, maybe the teenagers, or just some little chick that you know, really. I think we all know a chick, don't we? So let me just put, so these are going to go at random heights and whatever. So you could put some foam on it, but I'm just going to lay that one up there. Let's hope it's dry now. That's not bad, not bad. Now this black one is the next layer. And that's going to come down a little bit so that we've got a bit of difference going on. Let's bring that down a bit more. Bit of a difference going on. I'm going to pop a bit of foam onto the back of her because I want her to sit up a little bit as I'm going to put my flowers on her. I think she deserves it. And so it's a really quick card. If someone just said, got a birthday for someone's 21st and I don't know what to do, find your numbers 21, pop that on there, and you're done, aren't you, really? Very, very quickly. Whoops. Let's get around the right way. Let's put her in the centre, like so, so that she's got that level there. And then I've already done some of my anemone flowers, but I've really gone a bit different. So all the other flowers that you've seen me do with the wonderful anemones, they really look so different. And in this one, I've simply cut out one of the die plates. So that cuts me out enough for 4 flowers, 2 sets of 3 petals. So you've got, hold on, let me see what I mean. So you've got 1, 2, 3 petals, and you've got 2 of each size. Okay, so there's 4 altogether. And I have already done a few, but I've teamed them up with the center of a die that I've had for a year or more. Last year, I think it was. Well, coming up 2 years, because we would have had them in the summertime. And it's the John Next Door Snowflower, which I know many of you will have already in your stash. And I just think it gives a really lovely center for this and looks more like perhaps a real anemone. So I'm just going to take my petals and I'm just going to fold them in half and push them up. Fold them in half and push them up. Fold them in half and push them up. And then the same with this one, taking out the middle bit. Fold them in half, push, in half, push, in half, push. So that you've got that little bit of texture there. A little bit of glue into the center so that I can pop this one on top of it and just make sure that the flowers are just slightly offset. Grab big ball tool so that that fits in there. And then here's my other center. So I'm just going to pull up all the little stamen bits. So basically I can put some glue onto that bit. Pop that into the center, and again use the big ball tool so that we could do that. Okay, so there we go, there's our flowers. And again, any flower would be fine with something like this, but if you just go for this one, I've done no colouring whatsoever. I haven't even, apart from the black ink, I've picked up nothing. So I haven't even put the colouring onto the edges here. But because we've gone for the stark difference of the red, white and, I was going to say red, white and blue, red, white and black, it really just, that's all it needs. So we've got our flowers down here, and I'm going to just arrange them into this corner somehow. I'm not quite sure. Wait a minute. We need them coming up. Hold on, hold on. I need them a bit more onto here, I think. like that. So just going to put some glue onto the back, just in the center, and just pop that one sitting on the edge there. Just hold it in place. I could use my hot glue gun, but the craft artist glue, which is what I've got in here, fits lovely, and it just will set really, really well as well. So just pop that one there. And then a little one here. Whoops. That's the only thing. It doesn't take. I should have used the craft artist glue, shouldn't what do I mean? I do mean the craft artist glue. Glue glaze. That's what I should have used, because that would have picked it up very quickly. But hey, I didn't. So all is well. So there we go. There is the beautiful, beautiful Nicole in all her beauty, with a bit of background she borrowed from her mate, Colette. So the backgrounds mix and match with all of them. But as I said, it's a really, well, as they say, chic in Paris. You could go to town even more so. We could, I'm looking at it now and thinking, I think I need to put some black pearls there. Can I do that? Do you mind if I do that? Because I can't, you know what it's like. So I'm taking my ordinary pearls. Let's just get them though. Hold on a second. Taking my black alcohol marker pen, and what size shall we use? This size, I think. So I'm just going to go over and colour in 3 little pearls, because I just think I might want more. You know what I'm like. So I'm just colouring those in. So give them a second or two just to dry off, and I'm going to pop a little bit of glue . 1, 2, 3. So they're just going to go there. Pick that up. I won't pick it up with my fingers, because you know what I've been like today, don't you? So that one goes there. Oops. That one goes there. And lastly, that one goes there. So they need to be in line though, don't they? Eh? Move along, love. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I'm happy with that now. I'm happy with that. Just wanted a little bit of, there was kind of like nothing in that top corner, and I wanted there to be something, but nothing that detracted away from what I had down in the bottom corner. So as you can see, really, really simple card, and maybe we need to think of doing cards for this sort of age group. It's not an age group thing really, is it? But yeah, chic in Paris. So that's what the collection is called. I'll bring in all of the girls again so they can come on the catwalk and show you again what they look like. So we have got, oh, we've got that naughty one now. We've got that Eloise. So she's a little love though. Yeah, we shouldn't really, but I just keep looking at her legs and thinking she's cold. Anyway, so that's Eloise. I love the sentiments on there. And that little dog, look at that. So that's Eloise. We've then got Nicole, who we've used both the bottle and the drink, and also Nicole herself. We then come with Simone, who's got, I'm sure you know someone. In fact, it was even me just now, because I had to have coffee to keep me awake. So that's the gorgeous Simone. And finally, beautiful, beautiful Colette, of which we've used the Eiffel Tower and the words from there. She's just gorgeous. I will put on some of the other samples that I've done with her so that you can see what she looks like as well. So there you go. So we have our Chic in Paris set of individual stamps all over on the website at maximumcrafts.com, but you can also buy with a super duper almost like buy 3 get 1 free offer of all 4 of the stamp sets. So okay, now I will be back on Sunday with the craft kit, card kit for March. It will not be a live session because I'm actually going to get a chance to go and see my little one. So subsequently, it will be a taped one, but it will not be live, if you see what I mean. It'll not be out there available until 11 o'clock. Okay. So usual time, but it's not an actual live session. All right. Lots of new goodies coming up. Do keep a look out on the website. I'm trying to keep up with it all, but they're just sort of flooding it all in at the moment. So do keep a look out. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate you from what I can see all over the UK and the world as well. Pat, I can just see that she was asking where did I get those centres? They're from the Snowflower, last year's Snowflower die set. Okay, but there are a couple of other dies. The Periwinkle has a similar one to that, and the Twinkling Snowflakes, is it? I think it's the Twinkling Snowflakes and Funky Snow Stars. They're all got a very similar thing that would work. So this just gives it a bit different. Okay, so take care, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again on Sunday. Thanks a lot. Bye.